Imagine stepping into a backyard no bigger than a parking space, where nothing is new, but everything feels special. Along one edge, old bottles catch the sunlight like stained glass. On the fence, candy jars you almost threw away overflow with roots and petals. A bamboo curtain trembles softly in the breeze, turning a forgotten corner into a quiet sanctuary. None of it came from a catalogue. None of it cost a fortune. It was all trash, until someone decided to give it one more chance to shine. Welcome back to Backyard Fortune, the little corner of the internet where tiny spaces and everyday junk grow into gardens that feel like home. Today we're exploring 10 real, DIY-friendly border ideas you can build from the things almost everyone has lying around. Bottles, cracked pots, CDS, rope, tennis balls, seashells, and more. If you love seeing small yards transformed with heart instead of big budgets, I'd love to invite you to subscribe. We're building an entire Trash to Storybook garden series, and every new episode is designed for tiny backyards like yours. As you watch, think of one friend or relative who loves gardening but doesn't have much space. If even one idea makes you smile, please share this video to your WhatsApp and Facebook and tell more garden lovers about it. For everyone who watches, shares, and follows along, I genuinely wish you a long, healthy life, and a little patch of earth that keeps surprising you in gentle, beautiful ways. One, rainbow glass bottle prism border. Imagine a soft morning sun slipping quietly into a tiny backyard, touching the edges of every leaf with a warmth that feels almost like a welcome. Along the narrow garden bed, old bottles, green, blue, amber, and clear, stand in a gentle row, half buried in the soil as if they've been waiting years for this moment. Their surfaces catch the light and bend it, sending thin ribbons of color across thyme, rosemary, and the dark earth below. Each bottle carries its own quiet history, a celebration long forgotten, a family dinner, a gathering of friends. Scratches, bubbles, and cloudy imperfections remain, yet somehow these flaws invite the light to linger even longer. As the sun shifts, the colors move with it, soft blues in the morning, warm ambers by late afternoon, turning the border into a quiet prism that changes with the day. There is a simple magic here, the kind that doesn't shout for attention. It's the magic of second chances, of everyday objects becoming something gentle and extraordinary when placed with care. And as the prism of colors guides your eyes along the garden bed, a new wonder waits just beyond it, ready to unfold in the next corner of the backyard. Two, candy jar vertical pocket garden fence. Imagine walking into a small backyard just as the morning light slips between old wooden fence slats. Hanging there in soft, uneven rows are candy jars, once filled with sweets, childhood memories, and quiet moments now long past. Their clear walls reveal tiny worlds, a handful of soil, a brave root pushing downward, and a single bloom stretching toward the warmth above. Some jars hold herbs like rosemary, their scent rising gently into the air. Others cradle pansies and petunias, their colors blooming like watercolor against the wood. When the breeze arrives, the jars sway just enough to remind you that even the simplest things can feel alive. Twine knots, humble and handmade, carry the weight of each tiny garden, giving the fence a rhythm all its own. The beauty here isn't in perfection, it's in presence. In the way each jar tells a different story, yet all of them rise together to form a vertical rainbow of renewal. 4 small yards where ground space is scarce, the sky becomes the garden's second canvas. And as the light warms and the shadows drift, another quiet wonder waits just beyond this fence, ready to reveal itself in the next corner of the backyard. Three, bamboo curtains and screen border. Imagine stepping into a quiet corner of a tiny backyard where the world seems to breathe a little slower. Here, a simple bamboo curtain rises gently against a backdrop of green, not as a wall but as something alive, something that moves with every small whisper of wind. When sunlight filters through its narrow slats, the ground below transforms into a shifting tapestry of gold and shadow, dancing softly across stones, moss, and unfurling ferns. Nearby, a small bowl of moss holds morning moisture like a secret, and a tray of pebbles reflects the passing light in silent ripples. Even the bonsai trees, shaped patiently through the seasons, seem to lean toward the curtain, acknowledging its quiet presence. There is a calmness in the way the bamboo stands, weathered, humble, carrying the marks of time yet offering peace through its simplicity. In a tiny backyard, this screen becomes more than a border, it becomes a moment of pause. A place where thoughts settle, where the air feels softer, where the day slows just enough for you to notice the beauty in small things. And as the breeze stirs again, lifting the bamboo with gentle movement, another scene begins to open, waiting to guide you deeper into the story of this garden. Four, seashell and pebble tideline garden edge. Imagine a quiet corner of the garden touched by the memory of the sea, even if the nearest shoreline lies miles away. Along the edge of a narrow bed of succulents and grasses, a soft curve of seashells settles beside smooth pebbles, forming a gentle border that echoes the moment a wave meets the shore. Their colors, soft whites, pale blues, muted corals, blend with the morning light, as if carrying whispers from distant tides. Each shell holds a small history, years spent tumbling in salt water, journeys shaped by currents, edges softened not by hands but by time. Pebbles nestle between them like anchors, giving weight and calm to the border. Driftwood fragments nearby complete the scene, as though the ocean left behind a story for the garden to keep. When the sunlight rises, textures reveal themselves, delicate ridges, spirals, and smooth stone surfaces that warm under the day's first light. There is no urgency here. The border simply rests, offering presence rather than perfection. In this small backyard, it becomes a reminder that nature's gentlest forms can bring peace without asking for attention. And as you step past the tideline curve, leaving its quiet rhythm behind, another wonder begins to take shape just ahead, waiting to guide the journey deeper into the heart of the garden. Five, CD Shimmer Shield Veggie Bed. Imagine approaching a small vegetable bed just as the morning sun begins to warm the earth. Along its edge, half-buried circles glimmer softly, old CDS, once spinning with songs and memories, now catching the light like tiny silver shields. Their surfaces scatter ripples of blue, gold, and pale white across the tender leaves of lettuce and basil, creating a gentle dance of reflections that shift with every breeze. There is a quiet purpose to their shimmer. Birds pause at the unexpected flicker, puzzled for a heartbeat, giving young shoots a little more time to grow. In this light, the CDS seem to hold a rhythm no longer tied to music players or dashboards, but to sunlight, wind, and the patient unfolding of life in the soil. The vegetables appear to grow with a subtle confidence, framed by an uneven but honest line of reflective discs. Tiny radish greens tremble lightly as shadows drift across them, as if the garden itself has begun to hum. Nothing about this border is perfect, and that is its charm. It's a reminder that renewal can begin with something ordinary, rediscovered at the right moment. And as the shimmer leads your eyes forward, the next quiet wonder in the garden waits, ready to reveal a new layer of story and texture. Six. Puzzle Memory Mosaic Path. Imagine walking along a garden path where every step carries the softness of a memory. Beneath your feet, puzzle-shaped pieces rest among smooth gravel, their curved edges echoing quiet afternoons spent sorting colors and corners on a living room floor. Some pieces still hold faint lines of old illustrations, softened by time. Others are brushed with gentle hand-painted hues that warm in the morning light. Ivy leans toward the path, tracing its winding line as though guiding your footsteps. Nearby, marigolds rise in golden bursts, glowing when the sun leans over the fence. The rhythm of the pieces, uneven, imperfect, but full of intention, feels strangely comforting, like the steady beat of a familiar story returning home. There is something deeply human in this border, fragments finding a new place to belong, mismatched shapes stitched together by care. It reminds us that beauty is often born not from symmetry, but from the patience to see meaning in what remains. As shadows drift across the mosaic, the path seems to turn its own slow pages, inviting the walker to linger just a moment longer. And as the trail bends softly toward the next corner, another quiet chapter of the garden waits to unfold, ready to offer its own gentle surprise. Seven. Cracked Terracotta Crown Island. Imagine stepping toward a small circle of earth where everything feels a touch older, softer, and strangely familiar. Around a cluster of thyme, rosemary, and slow-growing succulents, broken pieces of terracotta rise from the soil like the remnants of an ancient crown. Their edges, once sharp, have been rounded by sun and seasons, each shard carrying the quiet memory of a pot that once cradled life. Morning dew gathers along the warm orange surface, glistening like tiny beads of glass before slipping into the soil below. As sunlight brightens, each fragment glows for a brief moment, revealing subtle cracks and scars that deepen its character. Together, the shards form a gentle shield, a microterrace that lifts tender leaves toward the light while grounding roots in a circle of warmth. There is a humble dignity in this border. It doesn't rise proudly or demand attention. It simply stands, offering shelter to the plants within its embrace. Its beauty lies not in perfection, but in the way fractured pieces come together to create something whole. And as you linger beside this quiet crown, the garden invites you to follow the next curve of earth, where another small wonder waits to unfold in its own time and rhythm. Eight. Reclaimed wood story frame raised bed. Imagine stepping into a small corner of the garden where even the edges of the soil seem to hold a quiet history. Weathered boards, some sun-faded, others gently scarred by rain, come together to frame a simple raised bed of greens. Their mismatched tones and softened lines feel less like construction and more like a story told through wood, each plank carrying echoes of a past life. Perhaps once part of a fence, a crate, or a small bench that witnessed years of ordinary afternoons. Inside the frame, tender leaves of lettuce unfold like soft pages. Kale rises slowly but confidently, while rosemary leans outward to release its warm, herbal scent. The wood, though worn, offers a comforting warmth against the cool green of the plants, grounding the bed with a sense of belonging. Along the top edge of the frame, handwritten labels rest like chapter titles, giving each row its own identity in this garden story. Nothing here is forced. The beauty grows from intention, from taking what already exists and giving it a place to begin again. As sunlight moves across the timber, highlighting grain patterns and softened edges, the raised bed stands both humble and proud, an honest reminder that renewal doesn't always require something new. And just beyond its wooden frame, another idea waits quietly, ready to shape the next chapter of the garden's unfolding tale. 9. Rope and wildflower cottage pathway border. Imagine a narrow garden path where the world seems to slow down for just a moment. Along its edge, a length of weathered rope curves gently between small wooden posts, guiding your steps as softly as a whisper. Its fibers, sun-faded and frayed in all the right places, carry the quiet honesty of things shaped not by force, but by time. When the morning light settles on them, they glow with a familiar warmth, like the touch of a memory you didn't realize you'd kept. Wildflowers gather along the rope as if drawn to its simplicity. Cosmos sway effortlessly in the breeze, their petals delicate as breath. Poppies flare like tiny lanterns against the gravel path, while chamomile leans close, releasing a soft fragrance every time the wind brushes past. Together, they form a scene that feels both carefree and intentional, as though nature and human hands have agreed to share the work of beauty. Nothing about this border is rigid. It invites rather than restricts, offering a soft boundary that blends with the wildness around it. Each knot, each curve, each drifting shadow adds to a rhythm rooted in countryside calmness. And as you follow the rope's gentle line forward, another idea waits just ahead, ready to open the next chapter of this unfolding garden story. Tennis ball soft edge patio line. Imagine stepping onto a small patio where the ground feels warm and familiar, and something unexpectedly gentle greets you at your feet. Lining the edge of a simple gravel path, a row of worn tennis balls rests quietly in the soil, soft, rounded, and filled with stories from games long past. Their neon yellow, softened by time and sunlight, glows with a comforting warmth under the afternoon light. Nearby, mint and thyme creep toward the path, brushing their fragrance into the air whenever the breeze drifts by. The tennis balls sit low, never demanding attention, yet giving the walkway a soft punctuation that feels playful without trying. Their imperfect alignment, their frayed lines and faded color, add a charm that comes only from objects that have lived a fuller life than expected. Children notice them first, drawn to their familiar shape. Adults smile quietly, realizing how a simple object can transform a patio into a place that feels lived in, cared for, and quietly tended. The soft edges seem almost symbolic, a reminder that boundaries don't have to be rigid, and that gentleness can guide the way just as well as strength. As the scent of herbs rises and the shadows shift, the path invites you forward, toward whatever quiet wonder awaits around the next corner of the garden. If you made it all the way here, thank you for spending your precious time in this tiny backyard with us. I'd love to know in the comments, which border felt most like you? The glowing bottles, the cracked pot crown, the shimmering CDS, the rope cottage curve, or the playful tennis ball edge? Tell me what you already have at home, and which idea you're brave enough to try first. If this video sparked even a small piece of hope or inspiration, please tap like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and share this video with someone who dreams of a more beautiful garden but thinks they don't have the space or money for it. Every view, every comment, and every share truly helps keep this backyard fortune dream alive for our family, and I'm deeply grateful. Until the next video, may your days be peaceful, your health strong, and your little corner of earth grow more magical with every season.